This is the Haikou Arcade House, Old Street. Once it was the most bustling place in Haikou, lined with shops of all sorts. Jiang Xingfu, native of Haikou, was introduced to coconut carving at the age of 13. Now he has been carving on coconuts for over 60 years. He was also listed among the Hainan Masters of Arts and Crafts. Hainan coconut carving is known as coconut handicrafts. Coconut shells, fiber and wood are selected, molded, carved, collaged, inlaid, polished and embellished. This kind of art is unique to Hainan. This work is called carp headlamp. This superb craftwork features gorgeous shape, neat patterns, and delicate silver and tin inlays. The commonplace coconuts of Hainan are turned into marvelous and distinctive coconut carvings in the hands of master craftspeople. The coconut shells are about 3 mm to 8 mm thick, fine and delicate. They make great materials for carving. Tools used are also simple. Carving knives of different sizes. Yet coconut shells are hard. Considerable strength is required to flow freely on them. For a sculptor, coconut carving needs a peaceful mind. It takes only 1 or 2 months, or even longer, to finish a good piece. Unique to Hainan, coconut carving can be dated back to over 1,100 years ago. According to the records of Eastern Guangdong, Li Duyu, Prime Minister of the Tang Dynasty, once made coconut cups, bowls and spoons as tableware. In the Yongchong period of the Qing Dynasty, the modeling and carving techniques of coconut carving saw significant progress in Hainan and were given the title of Southern Tribute and Hainan Flower. Coconut carving is superbly artistic and practical. It can serve as tableware, sets for tea, wine and smoking, vases and various types of hanging screens, etc. Novel in fashion, it appears unsophisticated but delicate. It is also light, elegant, and practical. In 2008, Hainan coconut carving was included on the National Intangible Cultural Heritage Protection List. As an ancient, traditional craftsmanship, coconut carving is not only a means of livelihood across generations, but also epitomizes the unique culture of Hainan Island and the passion and wisdom of generations of people. At 13, he started off as an apprentice in a coconut carving factory. Yet all he could do was peel coconuts and mold them. As an apprentice, Jiang Xingfu wasn't allowed to carve on the coconut shells. but he was so mesmerized in the craft. So every day, after finishing his routine work, he would secretly teach himself carving. Half a year later, when he was 14, a seal carved by him drew the factory director's attention. At the recommendation of the factory director, Jiang Xingfu started to learn the core skills of coconut carving. He doesn't speak much. Instead, he carves his inner thoughts into his works. Turning 70 this year, he is still doing traditional coconut carving. Unable to create large coconut carvings though, he mainly works on natural coconut shells. Merchants in Haikou Arcade House Street are all familiar with this old coconut enthusiast. When they get a big coconut, they always leave the shell to Jiang Xingfu. Grind, polish, and carve. Jiang Xingfu does every procedure by himself. In his nearly 60 years of practice, Jiang Xingfu is most satisfied with Legend of Coconut Trees and Carol of Hainan. Two large carved coconut vases inlaid with shellfish, presented by Hainan to Macau Sa in 1999, when Macau returned to China. The two vases stand nearly 2 meters high, each weighing 80 kilograms. They are made of same-colored 5,200 coconut shells, patterned with 32,000 osmanthus flowers and 60,000 grains of sand. It took Jiang Xingfu and 29 coconut carving artists a whole year and is crowned as a miracle in the history of coconut carving and a treasure in coconut carving art. Jiang Xingfu often works in the Arcade House Old Street on Zhongshan Road, a tourist attraction in Haikou. Visitors walking by are always attracted by his technique. They are all his students. One encounter on this street has introduced them to this traditional craft.
在学校里根本学不到，没有这门课程。对，我在看做的师傅课的，然后想去跟师傅学习。
对海南来说，虽然这个在市场上价格不是很好，可是我觉得这个是一个传统的工艺嘛，这个最好不要流失嘛。
我覺得你哪點我嘅件事搞來吧，但係你買搞來啦，點樣大家嘅路咧？
Jiang Xingfu is willing to teach whoever wants to learn, so that the craft can be passed on and people can get to know the charm of traditional coconut carving. Deep in Jiang Xingfu's heart he hopes to see the art in the spotlight again. Not many young people want to learn the skill, yet in these young people, Jiang Xingfu still sees hope. Jenny Ma, international student from Madagascar, is studying for her postgraduate degree at Hainan University. This energetic international student is keen on coconut carving. She is Jiang Xingfu's only student from overseas.
忽然在路上，他看见了我是一个外国人，然后我们开始认识，然后他介绍一下我那个椰的那个内容，然后我非常喜欢。他觉得他的，然后让我试一下怎么做。就我说啊，如果我会做这个椰雕，可能很好了。
In her spare time, Jenny often learns coconut carving skills from master Jiang Xingfu. And in return, Jiang Xingfu pays special attention to Jenny. In his heart, he hopes that coconut carving can thrive again in Hainan, and then be carried forward across the ocean. One carving knife and one coconut shell make the millennia-old coconut carving. A group of young people, including an international student, are seeking the revitalization of the art